Hey guys, this is Aisha, and welcome back to Sex and Mentality on the Mental Wealth Lifestyle channel. We are here today talking about sex roles and what that look like. I have an amazing group on here with me today. We have Amber, we have Mario, and we have Cece, and we're going to be talking about how men and women play their roles and how it fits in the relationship. So, guys, are there gender roles in the relationship? Meaning, is it a part of a woman that what a woman's supposed to do in a relationship, and then is there a part that a man's supposed to do in a relationship, and like what do that look like, Cece?
First, yes, there are roles that I play, roles that I expect a woman to play. Now, I would change it up to say what works today might not work tomorrow, and we have to change it.
Okay.
So I might do dishes today, I might not do dishes tomorrow. And that can be interchanged with anything. So I think you have to do what works for you.
Okay. And then when you talking about dishes, you're talking about as far as the roles in the house or in the relationship part?
Oh, I mean, there are expectations that I expect, and I think that she has on me as well.
Okay. And what do those expectations look like, Amber, when you think about relationships? Like, what are you expecting the man to do, and then what do you feel like your role is?
Well, the way I grew up in my household, I was always taught men is head of household. So they take care of what people consider like the big stuff, like the big bill or handle certain situations. So I do feel like it is different gender roles and stuff like that. Like my mom will cook most of the nights, but sometimes because my dad was a chef, he would cook.
Right.
But because he had a big workload, she tried to take that stress off of him and make sure like household stuff and the kids, well, it was just me, but we're taken care of. So yeah, I do feel like it's different.
Now coming from, because we're both, single moms, independent women, so we're used to paying and doing a lot of stuff on our own, do you feel like those roles have shifted? Because for myself, it's hard for me to step out of that independent role that I am already in. I pay everything, I manage everything. So then in a relationship, it's hard for me to shift over. Because it's hard because I'm so used to doing everything. So now I gotta shift over. Well, I don't have to, but it's expected to shift over and allow him to be that masculine man where I'm used to being the masculine woman and everything.
Yeah, it's definitely hard because once you've done it for a long period of time, even before I had my son, I was taking care of myself and doing everything on my own. Like, even though my dad was in the home, my mom still raised me to like know how to take care of this bill, know how to call this, make doctor's appointments. So I've been independent for a long time. So to be able to step back and let somebody do it, it is scary. It's very scary and it's hard.
It's very hard.
You don't know what happens until you actually try.
Right. Well, Mr. Married Man, how those roles look like? Oh, you gotta take the deep breath like
roles.
Yeah.
How can I say? Those roles are, they somewhat similar to what both of these guys said. As far as like, let's say like as far as like cleaning, women, y'all are more for y'all are more for cleaning. Y'all are clean freaks and y'all on that. You know what I mean? Dishes, stuff like that, or taking out the trash, stuff like that's a man's job.
Okay.
Like, that's a man's job. I understand that. And as far as like bills and stuff, because I'm married, as far as like bills and stuff, like me and my wife, we I ain't gonna say we go 50-50 on everything, but a lot of stuff, we do, of course, most of the stuff I take a bigger, role on, or whatever, and we just help it. It all depends on what type of, relationship you have, with your partner, because, some people might feel like, some women might feel like, well, he gonna pay the bills, I don't care. But some women don't feel like that. Some women like, I'm gonna help my man, so we can build and stack together, and what I'm saying. So it just all depends on what type of person you have in your life. In which I have a good person. She ain't an expensive person, and I'm happy with that. You know what I'm saying? So it just all depends on like who you are.
So that brings us into should bills be split though?
Okay, I'm gonna put it this way. Okay. Back in the days, right?
Not back in the day.
Way back in the days. Way back in the days. It was
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Back in the days now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just keep it on. Back in the days, a person was able, because it was cheaper. A person was able to, that one person was able to just
maintain.
Okay, I'm the man. I can maintain. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now you got just house payments. $2,400. That's just the rent. You know what I'm saying? Not including the lights. You know what I'm saying? Not including the water. Not including the cars. Not including the car insurance. Not including the gas. Not including the toiletries. Not including the wife going to get her nails done. Not including going to get her feet done. Hair. You got to put all that into, put all that in together to think like, is it just okay for that one person to take on that full load when there's two of y'all in the house? You know what I'm saying? If it ain't gonna be 50-50, let's try 60-40, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or 70-30, something, you know what I mean, to help out, you know what I'm saying, more, because the more you help each other, the more you can build and stack. Right. You know what I'm saying? So one income is always more incomes is better than one.
What you think? Should all the bills be split, or should the man be like, okay, well, the mortgage, the car, household expenses, and then the woman take care of the food and the other stuff? So we're talking about, what is the woman supposed to just take care of the little stuff in the household, or the men supposed to do like mortgage, like the household, maintain the household as the men, the provider? As women, we are taught that men are the providers, taking care of the household and letting the women take care of the little stuff, like maybe the food, could be the insurance and household stuff.
If that works for you, it works for you. In my house, it's 100%, 100%.
Okay.
So if I bring in $5,000 this month, and it just goes in a pot, whatever we need to pay, we pay. So it's not just 50-50, like, oh, I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna pay the majority of the bills with, let's say, $4,000, and the bills come out to $3,800, and then you pay $200 worth of whatever. So it's just like, nah, that don't work. Yeah, that ain't okay. But 100%, 100%. But whatever works for you, but that's how it is in my house.
Okay. How do you feel about that, Amber? As like the woman, like, what do you feel like it needs to be taken care of?
I feel like it just depends on the relationship. Like, depends on what works for you. So if the man is in the household and he is paying, let's say, 100% of the bills, and you're still working, at least if something were to happen, you have his back. If something fell through.
Right.
So I don't believe in asking for stuff that you can't afford yourself.
Right.
I know it's a lot of people, a lot of women who feel like, well, I've never did this before, but I want you to take care of me and all of this, but they can't do it themselves.
Right.
So you can't ask somebody to do something for you or expect them to do something for you that you can't provide for yourself. And if you're in that relationship and the man is paying majority of the bills, you can be saving, you can be making sure the little stuff is taken care of, and it might be one day he be like, hey, I need help with this, and you got it, no problem. Versus you out spending all this money and you ain't got his bag. So that's how
I do definitely feel like it needs to be some kind of form of communication when you talk about, especially when you move in with somebody. It's different if I have my own house and he has his own house. But when we combine the household, we have to have that conversation on what is going to be taken care. I have the same mentality as CC. I believe 100% is 100%. Whatever I bring in, you bring in. We pay the bills. What's left over, we do. Now, I do believe in separate bank accounts. I do believe in that. Savings. Because I like to do a little bit more shopping. Don't judge me, judge your best friend. A little bit more shopping than somebody else. So, however, I do believe in separate bank accounts. But I do believe as long as the household is taken care of, the bills is taken care of. You don't like this, you don't like my shopping.
I just got a question.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, you sat back on that, so I figured like that.
will the other person have access
To my bank account?
Yeah.
Did you see that I said my bank account? No, so I believe he should have his own bank account. You have his own bank account. I would have my own bank account. We would have a joint account for everything in the household.
Okay.
For everything in the household. Now, access to my bank account? No. It's my bank account. And his bank account is his bank account.
Okay. So I got another question.
Okay.
So is this pre-marriage or post-marriage?
So I'm living in a pre-marriage world over here.
Okay.
So, as I'm not married yet. So I'm living in the pre-marriage world. But the way I am now, I see myself being that same way when I get married. I'm just saying it's okay to have two separate bank accounts.
I can agree.
Two separate bank accounts, but have a joint. Of course, when we each get paid, we'll agree what goes in this bank account. If we make $5,000 a month, $2,500 or $3,000, whatever the amount is, go into the joint account. Take care of all the bills. Take care of all the household stuff. Okay. All right. So, but you still have because he may have some stuff that he likes to buy, and you don't want to be hooked up to mine because Amazon got mine and Shein and all them other places and this studio and all this other stuff. So, like, some certain stuff would just probably just come out of my bank account because I wouldn't expect for him to fund something that it's just something fun for me, which is what I do on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah. Views, y'all like that? Cece didn't like that. Do you agree with me with the separate account?
Yeah, because I got a separate bank account.
Okay.
So, I mean,
I think about that account is, where does the money go? When it comes in, where does it go? Is it going to the pot or is it going to the outside, then coming to the big pot?
So, like, we both get paid and we go get direct deposit. So my money is coming into my account first. Your money is coming into your account first. And then whatever the set amount, say it's $3,000. Say we said like $3,000 a month. This is just not realistic, but $3,000 a month. We said
so it's not really 100.
It is because I'm gonna transfer $3,000 into the shared account. He's gonna transfer his $3,000 into the shared account. So now the shared account got money in there to maintain the household bill. Are you thinking I should put 100%?
Yes.
I mean,
I like that.
100, then it can funnel out to accounts.
So what comes back into mine? Nothing.
What if you got a saving? That's a part of your conversation.
Oh, explain that again.
Okay. Let's say I bring in 3,000, she bring in 3,000.
Okay.
That 6,000 is going into our joint account.
That's
Now we'll have a conversation and say, okay, our bills come up to this amount.
Mm-hmm.
After our bills, for your play money, for my play money, whatever we call that money, that goes back into our personal account. But it all came from this account.
Okay. So you're saying start off with the joint account. So you're saying I'm gonna tell my employer to put the check into the pot.
This is the most important.
Pot. Yeah. I agree the pot is important.
Okay.
I think where our communication falls is that where is the money for the direct deposit going in first? So you're saying it should go into the pot first, and then say it's $2,000 left. Then you're saying, well, $1,000 I'm gonna slid in your account, $1,000 I'm gonna slid in my account, and that's our play money.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. It's a lot of steps.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, your account is your account. Yeah. Like if we do we ain't got no joint accounts. Mm-hmm. We pay our bills, and that's it. Mm-hmm. Ain't no going into no pot. You going into the pot, and the money coming back. We pay our bills, and what we have left is already in our account. Mm-hmm. Simple. That's all we get.
Now, what if something happened to you?
If something happens to me.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Something happened to you, like where you can't make decisions, where you can't give her permission. Like, oh, you incapacitated. Mm-hmm. You can't talk, you can't do nothing, but these bills still got to pay you in the hospital for, let's say, 30 days. all the stuff was locked in your account, and she just like lights off, insurance off, and it's just like all because
she got my passcode to my original account too.
So you got the passcode.
It ain't simple. She got my passcode.
One step past that, what if you die?
Yeah, that's what.
It don't matter if she got none of that.
That's what health insurance. That's what not health, but the insurance for, right?
Yeah, but that takes time. That takes time for that money to get processed and get funneled back to your family.
And they got some insurances now that you die long as the
Nobody ain't going to
if you die, long as they get identified that it's a body, you can get the money a day, 2 days later. They got insurances like that now.
I mean, for the joint account, and that's in the situation that you're.
You know what I'm saying? They got the body. You get your money. That's it.
In the situation that you say it, I see what you're saying, because somebody else's name has to be put on the account to have access to what's going on, whether or not the person passed away or the person is in the hospital. Okay. But that goes back to my pot. You see where my pot come from? That goes back from my pot. The pot has both of our names on it. Now, my account, right? You always will have access to the pot. Like, they will have access to the pot. I only think the transferring money out, I just feel like whatever is left in that pot should stay in there. For either, it could be date night, it could be vacations, it could be an overflow for next month. So I would never touch what's left in the pot. That's where my account comes in, because we have each other our own accounts. We have extra money in it, but we're not touching what's considered the joint pot.
But you know what also can take a factor in that? Kind of the, what you call pros and cons of that? Let's just say you do that, right?
Yeah.
Y'all still both got access to that account, right?
Pot.
You get pissed off at him. You done snatched all the money out.
Why you gotta put me in it?
I'm keeping it a minute, because this happened. I mean, this happened with my homeboy. I mean, I ain't gonna put his name out there, but this done happen. You know, I done seen it happen like real, like snatch the money out because you mad. You know what I'm saying? Say you got like 15 grand in there, this and that or whatever. Let's say it's most of your money, but now it gets snatched because an attitude done happened. Ain't nothing you can do about it because both of y'all names is on that account.
I mean, that goes to being petty, you know.
And people petty.
And the people are petty, but I ain't gonna lose my house for being petty.
You know what I'm saying? Like dealing with it.
Yeah.
It goes back to communication and setting those boundaries and setting standards in your relationship in the beginning.
Now, I don't do no pot pre-marriage. No, let's go ahead and we don't do the pot pre-marriage. It's all my account.
But we talking about it's living
like when you're
right.
I said pre-marriage now, because you know, okay. So, come on now. Pre-marriage living separate and paying bills, or pre-marriage living together. Pre-marriage is okay. We can be living together, but we're not married. So when we're not married and we live and we know the rent is $500, then you know you got $250 on it. I got $250 on. We don't gotta make no pot for that. Because at the end of the day, we're not married, so you can just get up and leave. And same thing to me, you can do with marriage, but it's a kind of got to go through a whole process of with marriage.
Yeah.
One of the good things dealing with CC part, the all in the pots, is that if the IRS come, right, and they want to steal the money, if just CC name is on it, they can take CC money. But if CC and his wife's name on it, then they can't touch. So that is the pro, because IRS will come to your stuff. Okay, so let's just start out there.
They just take it. They don't ask.
They don't ask no questions. You just deal in that little app to check your account, and it says gone by IRS. They don't care. They have access to everything. So that is one of the pros of putting her name on the thing. But back to pre-marriage and living with each other, it's a difference. So like if we're not married and we live with each other, no pot. No joint account in my eyes. That's my opinion.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
We got 2 separate accounts, right?
Okay. So it's pre-married.
Yeah.
Okay.
This goes to our separate accounts.
Okay.
You shopping on yours. I'm saving on mine. So with my saving, is there a point where my money's going to be coming back to your money?
No, because so my husband.
Now we're going on vacation.
Okay.
You didn't spend all your money. Now I got $10,000 right here.
You're a good saver.
Yeah. You can shop. What are your expectations?
So well, one of them is we're on vacation. We together, right? So I'm gonna slide this souvenir over to you with the cashier department.
Okay.
However,
So now my 1,000 just got reduced.
Yeah, by like $20.
Yours didn't get reduced.
None at all.
Okay.
Yeah, because I spent it. But no, in that situation, no, I see what you're saying, but that goes back to communication. Everybody who don't know, I don't care. I am a shopper. However, I make sure my bills and stuff is taken. I not only am I shopper, but I'm also a business owner, so I have to make sure everything is taken care of before I decide to shop for my personal, because my purse for myself. So that's where that communication comes in. That's where you got to talk about, like, hey, if you're going to be shopping, this is what we need to put together. We're going on vacation. I think in that situation, that's where that communication. But if we're in a relationship and we're living together, I don't think that we should have joint accounts. Because on the fact that if you decide to walk away one day and you hit that account up before I hit that account up, we're going to have problems.
That's what I was saying.
But you got to know who you're dealing with, though.
You have to know what you're dealing with.
If you're dealing with somebody off gate that you know is petty, childish.
But sometimes
yeah, exactly. They don't come off in the beginning.
Before you live with somebody, you should know.
Man,
you should know something.
People change.
Yeah,
people change. Especially when it comes to money. People change.
Mm.
So, like, you can have the most perfect person. Oh, this is my baby. This is my boo. Get mad, and that money is in there. I'm telling you. So people change. Money can make you really change. So you just gotta think,
right? I just think when you prepare to be married, and you're engaged, you're prepping for a wedding, you're preparing to be married. Those are some of the conversations, the joint account, what we're going to do with the money, how stuff is. I think those conversations get elevated just a little bit more because now the last name is changing. The responsibilities are becoming more elevated. When we're not saying that the relationship part is not as serious, but I'm the girlfriend at that time. I'm not the wife. And so relationship expectations changes when the title change, in my opinion. Because as a girlfriend, I don't have the same expectation as your wife, and you don't have the same expectation in my eyes as my husband. I can't treat you as my husband if you're not my husband. So that's when I think the accounts and all that other stuff come in my opinion.
Okay.
I see what you're saying. But, it depends on if you're dating just to be dating or you're dating for purpose.
And that's where that communication comes in. That's where that communication comes in, if it's a purpose.
Mm-hmm. I think it's all a gamble, like every part of it, from the relationship to the finances. So you got to be willing to take that gamble with the relationship and with the finance.
Yeah. But not, but straight from the gate?
No. Okay. No. There's always a progression.
Yeah.
In every part of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So with that, how do y'all feel? I'm talking to the men now. How do y'all feel when the reverse roles are flipped and the woman is now the breadwinner in the household?
My situation, we already good because it's already here. It's already in the pot.
So there's no I'm asking because sometimes there are some men that may feel intimidated when now the roles has been switched and the woman is now the breadwinner in the house.
I think it probably goes to that specific relationship. Mm-hmm. How is that woman? How does she take it? Does she still see him as her queen, as the leader, as the head of the house? Or is she coming with that neck roll no, it's this way now.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, because sometimes it happens like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I was in a situation where I was always the breadwinner, working 60 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? But then it was a point where I couldn't work no more because I had problems.
Right.
But I took on that role. For a little bit. While I was out, but nothing changed. I was still head of household. You know what I'm saying? Still treating me like a man. Never, oh, well, I make the money. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna do what I say. It was never like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I got the woman I got.
Right.
You got the right words. That makes a difference.
It's been many situations where people feel like, you know what I'm saying, oh, they make the money, you know what I'm saying, they gonna, whoop. But no, I'm still your man. I'm still your man. You still gonna treat me as such. If I'm your king, you're still gonna treat me as a king, and I'm still gonna treat you as a queen. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna change. You know what I mean? Yes, the financial thing changed a little bit, but I'm still me. Right. I'm still me, so still respect me and treat me how you treated me when I was here. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm coming back.
Yeah, I'm coming, definitely coming back. Regardless of what I gotta do, I'm coming back. So just keep it the same.
Right.
Don't change up. Right. Like I said, that's why I'm glad I got who I got, because I didn't have the issue.
I mean, it definitely has to be that. I feel like it's a ride or die situation.
For sure.
In a real, for real relationship with the right person.
For sure.
If I have your back, you have your back. I'm down, you're up. When you're down, I'm up. So it definitely balances itself out. What do you feel about that, Amber?
So are we talking about coming into the relationship where the woman is already financially ahead?
I mean, we can talk about that. There's situations where the woman is financially ahead, just off gates because of where they at in their life.
And it just depends on, to me, it depends on that man, because he has to be secure in his manhood, and he can lead in other ways, even though she's the breadwinner. For example, my cousin, her husband is basically a stay-at-home dad, but he leads in other ways while she goes and work, and it works for them. They've been married for like 5 years, so it works for them. But I've never seen a day where she like disrespected him or made him feel like he was less than because she was making money. Because even though she's out making money, he's doing school stuff, he's helping out with the kids, he's taking care of home stuff, and leading in different ways. So it just depends on that man and the manhood and how that relationship works. But I know there are women and people out there who will be like, because I make this, you have to do what I say. But that relationship probably won't work. It's not gonna work unless he's less than a man and he just wants it. That's why I say it depends. You never know.
In the situation, do y'all feel like, well, I'm asking for this first. In a relationship, do you feel like the man is supposed to be the dominant? Like he is the dominant. He has that dominant masculine personality. He has to be that in the relationship for you?
Yes. For me, yeah, because I don't want to take home all that other stuff. Like you said, you like to shop, like the rings. I like to do all that. Handle all that stuff. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Personally, I dealt with it for so long, on my own and just handling stuff and stress, and I don't want to deal with it. Please come in and handle the little stuff. I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it anymore.
So I'm sorry. Then I'm like kind of like, I think it comes, and I can just speak for myself. It comes because I handle so much in a day. Like I'm responsible for I wear so many titles on a day-to-day basis that when he comes in and takes some of those titles away,
a weight lifted.
What? Did you say click Amazon? I said on the couch. Yes, sir. I'm a click Amazon. Yeah, like sure. I'll sit here. I know, but like. Because it seriously comes from because I wear so many titles and I do so much during the day. Like you trying to take this load off? The right person no problem. So that dominant role, yes. Take some of because at times I can be very dominant, very, very dominant. So if you can take some of that from me and allow me to take a breath sometimes, absolutely. What? You say don't work, just maintain the studio? What? I quit.
I think I'll chime in.
I know.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I ain't never finna tell my nigga get in the work. I tell you straight up. If I hit the lottery and we straight, we straight. But I'm not going to tell you, oh, just sit back, kick your feet on the mat. Stay on Amazon all day. Fill my house over boxes. You know what I'm saying? Amazon, I order them. I'm not going to tell you to do that because when you do that, it becomes a habit. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a habit. And when I mean it becomes a habit, I mean like, okay, now they feel this is what I can do. This is what I can do. But then let's say something happened, right? You fall. Let's say you in the stock market. Let's say you in the stock market, you're a broker or whatever. You getting money, but you fall. You fall. Your money is low. You know what I'm saying? But now she done already got it in her head. This is her life. This is what she's gonna do. And you be like, hey, look, babe. I need help. I think I fell off and, I really need your help. And now she like, you told me I ain't got to work, so all I have to work, that's your fault. Some people really think like that. Some people really think that's your fault. You got to figure it out.
That was your partner then.
I got to figure it out. Okay, I got a trick for you. I'm going to figure it out. As soon as I do, your behind is up out of here. I'm gonna figure it out.
That was the partner from the beginning.
That brings us back to about 5 minutes ago. People change. People change. You know what I'm saying? You can have the most cool, laid back person, but money can change people. I've seen it so many times. They can change people. You know what I'm saying? That's just like we gonna switch the roles, right? Y'all up. Y'all big money. Saying show y'all big money. You know what I'm saying? You tell us, baby, y'all like, let's say y'all about 10 million up. Baby, you ain't got to work no more. You sit back, you lay back, kick your feet up, watch your football games all day, play your game. Do what you want to do. Order Amazon. You go ahead and do what you want to do. Go ahead. I'm gonna take care of my bank because I know you would do it for me. You do boom boom. I'm all right. Okay. That's what I was okay, baby. Let's say I do that, right? But now I got the mentality how some people have. She up 10 million. But then next thing you know, I'm spending, I'm chilling. I done got me a Hellcat. You know what I'm saying? Paid off. You know what I'm saying? I'm dripped out. I'm chilling. But then, just in a blink of an eye, all of it is gone. All of it is gone because something happened, right? She done got me in my mind state. Like, dang, let's just say if I was one of them guys, which I'm not. But say I'm one of them guys, and I'm like, she's like, baby, I need your help. And I need you to help me out, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of struggling. I'm like, you struggling? What you mean? He was up 10 million. What you mean you struggling? Man, hey, that ain't, hey, you done put me in this lifestyle. Like, now you gotta keep it up. So, now let's just say I said, hey, not really my problem. You know, what y'all think?
Oh, you out. You out. See, this my thing. It's the difference where, like, somebody comes and eliminates some of the titles. However, I still own a business. So I'm still maintaining income in the household. I may not be working, or if I decide or we decide, or because one day I will start working for somebody else and maintain my business 100%. So never forget that money you got to be doing something for the money to keep coming. So if you're retiring me, which is fine, or if I'm retiring him, which is fine, what was our goals in the beginning? Was it for you to have your own business, for us to elevate my business, for something for the money to keep coming in, for CC Pie?
Gotta maintain
the pie, right? See? Gotta maintain the pie. So it gotta be something.
You spinning, I'm spinning.
So it gotta be something to bring in. The pie gonna go empty real quick. So it gotta be something. So yes, I would love for some of my titles to be lifted so that I can now maintain or build up something that's going to bring more money in because I'm unable to maintain it because I'm doing so much.
Right.
You know, it's like a difference to that retired thing. What you think?
That's why I would never just be like, oh no, stop working. Let's keep getting this money
Right.
into. First of all, ain't no such thing as get too much money.
Oh no.
Never, no such thing. Let's just keep getting this money, even if you ain't gotta work. If I got it, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you want to slow down working just a little bit, or maybe you don't want to work 40, 50 hours a week. Okay,
Right.
that's just, if you got a good job and you like your job or whatever, and you can still, keep bringing in a little bit of income. Okay, let's keep it at that. You know what I'm saying? Or if I do got this money, and let's just say you don't want to work, saying no more this and that or whatever. Okay, well, I'm going to take some of this money and now take this money and invest in something so you can continue working and getting some money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Invest.
So we gotta make sure the money keeps going with these different pots, but it's gonna go in a pot. But once again, something goes into
CC pot.
and then my bank account. We forgot that. Something goes in my bank account. So, guys, in a relationship, who is supposed to be more sexual? Who's supposed to be more intimate when it comes to the intimate part of the relationship? Did you grab?
Did you say sensual?
Sensual. More sensual, more intimate. Like, what role, who do y'all feel like needs to be the more dominant one doing that?
During sex.
That's what you're saying, like,
Okay. You use different words and everything, though. It's like,
I was trying.
I mean, I expect her to be sensual. I expect me to go hunt her.
Okay.
So she want to rub and hold hands and caress. Okay. But when it's hunting time, I'm going to get her.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because you was growling, so.
Because at first I didn't understand exactly what you were saying, but now I understand. I mean, of course, like I said, it all depends on who you with. Because both of y'all might be on the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all might be, both of y'all might really be on the same stuff. And like I said, I'm fooling with what he's saying too. Of course, I'm, hunting because that's, but she might be on the same thing. And if y'all both on the same thing, it might be the best thing for y'all. You know what I mean? But okay.
That's a scenario. Scenario.
You know what I'm saying? So, you said like who's supposed to be right?
Yeah.
Let's just say the man is supposed to be right.
As far as the man is supposed to be the dominant one?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's supposed to be the dominant.
Okay.
Let's just say he is the dominant one and he wants, with his baby. You know what I'm saying? Clap some cheeks. Baby. But it's just more so of say a lot of times she just don't want to. Let's just say a lot of times she don't want to, but you want to, and you're doing everything you can as a man and making sure everything's straight. You know what I'm saying? Everything is good, but she just don't want to.
Not in the middle.
Not in the. Let's just say it happens constantly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you thought those words.
I'm just saying. You're talking right. So what? Say in that, you know what I'm saying? We, the dominant ones, right? But what if that happens?
You gotta talk. It's a conversation that needs to be had.
Okay, you have a conversation that needs to be had, right? You have that conversation. But then it happens again.
That means the root of the conflict, whatever y'all talked about, it wasn't solved because something is going on. Are you talking about in the beginning, like?
Nah, man. In the beginning, everybody clapped. I mean, that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? In the beginning, in the beginning, it's always
Right.
It ain't no. In the beginning, the chicks is getting clapped. I mean,
but if you're saying like her attitude have changed from giving it up all the time in the beginning to now is nothing, and she's so tired, then it's something. It's something going on. Like,
and she might not feel comfortable talking to you about it, but it might be something where she could go to like get therapy,
or she clapping it with somebody else.
Well,
I mean, either one.
And that brings me to this. You know, then is it wrong for him to go?
I mean,
Something because now you know what I'm saying? I'm just we going there, right? Is it wrong now? You know, you done everything you can as a man.
Okay.
Everything, you know what I'm saying? You're not cheating, you're treating her right, you're taking her out, and you just nothing going on. Now, is he wrong because he gotta go somewhere else?
I feel like once you get the notion in your mind that you need to go be with somebody else, then walk away from me. Leave me. Just in the vice versa. When I feel that like if something is not happening, something is not right, and I'm feeling the need to go somewhere else, I'm leaving him.
Oh, I got one more thing though, and a lot of men go through this. A lot of men go through this. Like some men be tired, right? A man could be tired or whatever, just like a woman would or whatever. And he might, you know, say most of us we want the woman. Unless we don't get it wrong, we do. But let's just say it's a crazy week. It's a really crazy week. You just really not feeling. You just really want rest that week. And your old lady trying to get something, this and that, or whatever. You know, and you don't give her none, right? Most of the time, the first thing, you know, they go to their homeboys or go to their homegirls, start talking, da-da-da-da-da. That nigga must be gay. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm not wrong.
Wow.
I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
After one
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
damn, everybody have a tough week.
Not even just a week. I'm just saying, like, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, this. I'm telling you. This ain't me. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you. This happened. Some females be acting like, man, that nigga be gay. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get, you know what I mean? Like, this happened.
I think that goes back to the maturity of the woman. That goes back to the talking, the maturity of it. If he's tired and he working, he out there busting his butt working, and he's tired, he's just tired. Well, babe, what can I do?
Even if he doesn't say it, you should be able to see it.
You should be able to see it.
Because they don't show stuff, because a lot of men don't communicate.
Right.
Or they're learning how to communicate. So you could tell through their body language, you could tell through what they're doing. They're going to say little things like, oh, they was getting on my nerves today, or just little stuff. And if you should be able to catch that.
Right.
But if you can't catch that, then you're just being selfish.
And then it's our role, I think, as a woman, that's when the sensual part come in to maintain as far as, well, what can I do? Because I know you're tired. So let me make sure your dinner is cooked. Or maybe you need a bath, water ran, or whatever.
The house clean.
You know, like something, because I know you're tired.
It doesn't always have to be sexual. It could be little things.
Right.
Just to take the pressure off.
And vice versa. That role can be vice versa when a woman's tired.
If a man does not, you know, want to have sex with a woman, you know what I'm saying, constantly. You know, constantly, you know, back to back, every day. You know what I'm saying? Just like at the beginning of a relationship, a lot of the times it happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? They be boom, 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 boom. But let's just say, man, he don't really want it like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? He don't really want it like all the time. Now he's looked at as he's cheating or he's gay. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, first thing they think about, oh, he's cheating. You know what I'm saying? But then, why he got to be gay? Because he don't want to, you know what I'm saying? He don't want to smash all the time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's trick.
I mean, in that situation, for me, once again, it comes to like if you're no longer attracted to the woman, and for some reason you no longer want to be with her sexually, that has to be a conversation as well. Is sex important in your relationship?
Yeah.
Is that important dynamic in your relationship? If it is, and that's not happening, then that's a problem. Mm-hmm. And if I'm no longer attractive or whatever, and that sexual component is no longer there for me, because that's important in my relationship, then we need to decide who's what. Is it time for you to move on? Is it time for me to move on? Because it's an issue. But the gay thing, I didn't know that becomes an issue. Oh, he gay. Like I didn't know that because maybe.
Yeah, that right.
The gay part, I've never experienced that part.
Right.
But it's been either what's going on, you're not into me, you're not attracted to me, mm-hmm. or is it just somebody else? Mm-hmm. So I've seen those aspects play out. But I mean, could be none, could be both.
I mean, that brings the question back on the table. Is sex important when it comes to your relationship? Is that an important compartment in the relationship? Is that a deal breaker if it's not in the relationship?
That's a conversation.
Yeah, it's a conversation.
It's like, okay, we're getting to know each other. Eventually, I like sex X amount of time. Mm-hmm. What about you? Or we might walk down this road together where I used to like it once or twice, but with you, I might like it 4 times. Mm-hmm. We might be more compatible than anybody else.
Gotcha. There you go. Is it important? Is it important in the relationship?
Sex is, important because we're human. Mm-hmm. So we got needs. So, I mean, it's important. It ain't the most important thing in a relationship, but to a certain level, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it is. It depends on the relationship. It goes back to having a conversation to see where it falls and stuff like that.
So, like, if sex is an important component in a relationship, D'Amber, how do women, or how would you feel if your mates can no longer have sex? As far as medically could be, they no longer, get hard, they no longer whatever. They can no sex is null and void, it's done.
I don't know. It just to me it depends, because if, let's say, we've only been together 3 months, then that's so easy to walk away with it, versus y'all done been together 5 years, going on 6, 7, whatever. Then you gotta talk, like, what's going on, what's causing this, let's go to the doctor, and you work it out. And if it's something you feel like you can work past, then work past. But if not, you're gonna have to have that uneasy conversation. And it's either or. Either you're gonna stay with that person and work it out, or you're gonna walk away. And like they said, everybody has needs. So,
question, guys: why do you feel like women cheat? And then why do you feel like it's frowned upon more when men cheat? Yes, you start that, because I feel like a woman needs to start that.
Okay, I feel like women cheat. They cheat emotionally. Most women cheat emotionally. Let's say you're in a relationship and your needs are not being fulfilled, and majority of women communicate. They communicate a lot of stuff. So she has done said something probably 100 times before, and you're not listening. So yeah, she's gonna step out, and it's not gonna be stepping out with somebody she see at the. It might be, I don't know, depends on the person. It might be somebody she meet at a bar, but majority of the time it's gonna be somebody she done had relations with in the past, that had feel safe with before, feel comfortable with, and they're gonna step out. They're gonna step out.
For me, a woman cheats because something is lacking, and I do agree. Sometimes it's more the emotional part. Something that's lacking in relationship. Another dude came and sparked that interest or whatever that was lacking more. So why is it frowned upon more when a woman do it versus a man? Because I feel because men feel like women is not supposed to cheat. We're not supposed to do these things. So when we do it, it's the end of the world. But when men do it, oh, it's okay. You can forgive him. But if we cheat, oh, you're out, your bag's on the patio, and it's done. So that's my. What do you guys think?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
oh, it doesn't matter. Because I go with you. I mean, it's well, guys. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Yeah, big booty. I'm curious,
Right.
and either I take it or I don't. And that's it. Women is you writing his name on notebooks and you fall in love. Yeah, it's a lot deeper. It's just
Yeah, y'all cheat
it's mental.
emotionally.
Yeah,
It's more.
you cheat all the time. You sitting there with your man thinking about him.
That's a fact.
That's how y'all cheat. We cheat. It's physical for that amount of time. It's over.
Done.
So y'all cheat and then want to fall in love, and it's emotional. It's more emotional than anything. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, and this is no disrespect to women, because I love my women. You know what I'm saying? When a woman is not happy in a relationship, the relationship is over. The relationship is over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is all facts. This is all. But when a woman's not, that's why it's only one saying: happy wife, happy life. When a man is not happy, it's forced. It's almost forced to try to figure it out so it can work. This is the realest thing. You know what I'm saying? This is the realest thing. He's forced to look. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna work it out. Boom, 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 and then he like, you know what? All right, let boom, 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 boom. The lady, if she's unhappy about anything, that relationship is all facts, no fiction. That's real.
But even going back to what CC said about, all of us, we said the women are more emotional, the men is more physical. Now flip it, there are women who have that man mentality.
Yes.
Yeah.
That has that man mentality. And they can be savage and classy at the same time.
Yeah.
So there are women that do have that personality. Oh, it's a physical thing when I cheat. It's gone, I'm done, and I'm going home to whoever I'm going home with.
That's like a good 15-20%.
If that.
Yeah.
If that, but yeah, y'all exist.
Yeah, we definitely do. As that's it for our questions for today. So we got one social media question, and the social media question is coming to us saying, what do men or women see first when they see of the opposite sex? What do they be attracted to first? So I'm starting. I'm gonna start with CC.
Oh, it's different, but definitely something physical. A smile. It could be hair, whatever you into. It could be booty, body, feet, anything, whatever you like, and you see it instantly. You're like, oh, okay, and then you see the next thing and the next thing.
Right.
I guess. Well, I'm gonna talk about my look. Talk about my look. You know what I'm saying? I saw when I met her. You know what I'm saying? And
are you reminiscing? Cause you.
It was. It was I don't know. It was her smile. You know what I'm saying? And the way she looked at me when I was about to go to my car. I was leaving the club about to go to my car. And the way she looked at me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just see her face and her smile. You know what I'm saying? And the white teeth she had, and I was like, I was just walking by.
See her white tee from the party.
I was leaving out.
Oh.
You know, to my car, and I seen her. She was just smiling, and I was like, "Dang, you gonna say hey?" Like, say, you say hey, but that's what I call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Amber, what's the first thing that you looking at?
I don't even know.
What about your man? What did you notice?
What did I notice? You over here reminiscing. Oh, it is Twilight.
I liked his smile. And then as we started talking, just his whole demeanor. Like I'm real big on like talking and feeling people out. So just based off like our first initial conversation, I was just like, yeah, I can see it. So yeah.
Well, for me, it's physical attraction. Because no, and when I say physical attraction, it's what caught my eye. But anyway, it's what caught my eye. It's got to be something attractive that had me like, oh, okay. It got to be something that got me so hyped for me to do that second glance. For me, if I do a second glance and you caught my eye, because that first glance, I'm just gonna keep moving. But that for me to be like, I see you, Sandy. I see you over there. So there got to be something. So it's something. It starts off as physical, and then as I get to know you, is what we talk about and how we spend our time together, our interests, our goals, and it leads on to that. So, guys, thank you for tuning in to Sex and Mentality with Aisha, and thank you for my awesome panel today. Once again, we're going to come to you with a brand new topic, brand new panel. We're going to be talking about you never know what we're going to talk about, but just know when it comes to this table, it's going to get real deep. So, until next time, we love you guys. See ya.